and welcome back to Magic Monday, the segment where I take you with me around the Disneyland Resort to try all of the delicious foods they have to eat there and maybe give them a review or two. Today we're going to be making our first stop in Disneyland Park itself as we try one of Disneyland's most famous treats, the Disneyland Churro. Depending on where you enter the park from the ticket scanner, the churro stand may or may not be the first food stop you see on your way into the park. The fastest way to get there is to pass the ticket scanner, take the eastern gate, and as soon as you go through the tunnel, you'll find the churro stand right in front of you. So let's go take a look, shall we? Alright, today's stop, right as you walk into the park, crispy and sweet churros! The infamous Disneyland churros. I'm excited to try some of the cinnamon sugary goodness. Do you guys take annual passes by any chance?
We don't, unfortunately.
That's what I figured, that's alright. I would like a churro and also a, just a bottle of water. Thank you, thank you. This is kind of a cute little wagon you've got here.
Is that it for the order?
That's it for me.
$7.50.
Okay, there you go. Alright. So there we have it. Disneyland churro. As I said earlier, the Disneyland churros are kind of famous. They're like one of Disneyland's more like super popular gotta try it snacks out there. Like the Dole Whip is another one. And then the turkey leg is one that I always hear people talking about.
Yeah, I've never had that.
I've never tried the turkey leg either, so I'll be excited when we get to that part of our journey. But yeah, I think for those of you who are churro lovers, definitely give it a try. Because, I mean, I thought it tasted better than other churros that are out there in existence. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I've always thought them great. So
yeah,
and since this one is like super fresh, this is even better than usual.
It literally like rolled right out of the oven for us. So it was pretty tasty. I don't know. I've never been a huge churro fan. I like this one more than other churros, but there are other things in these parks that I would rather eat than a churro, which I know is blasphemy to some people, but oh well. Alright, now that we've tried the first of many Disneyland churros to come on our journey, it's time to break it down. Based on the 4 criteria, I'd have to say that the atmosphere of this cart, I'm going to rank it pretty low. I'm going to give it a 2. The cart is cute. It does look like a sort of oldie-timesy American, almost trolley kind of cart, but that's really all there is there. And I don't want to be unjust in rating the carts low on their decor, but it's just, there's not a lot to it. The overall atmosphere of the area is nice, but that's more to do with the Disneyland Park itself and less to do with the dining establishment. Now for the service, I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5 stars. Again, that's average. I did this in our last video too, as you can tell. Cart service, like counter service, is really brief and informal. They're really nice, and they get you your food quick, and they make the transaction as speedy and painless as possible, but it's very simple. They're not wait staff. So there wasn't much effort that had to be put in, so not a lot of effort is put in. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not exceeding or going beyond standard service. Now for the price point, I'm also going to have to give this one a 2, because the churro, which, as I'm sure you saw in the footage, is not really one of my favorite foods, but I feel like even if I loved churros, $4.75 is a bit steep for a churro, no matter how good it is. I don't think that the cost of the food outweighs the food itself in this particular case. And then as for the food itself, I'm also going to have to give that a 2. I'm not wild about churros. I love cinnamon, and I love cinnamon sugar, and for some reason, churros themselves have just never really done it for me, in spite of being made up of components that I love. And the Disneyland churros, while better than most churros, are still just not that exciting. I fully expect people to disagree with my assessment. As you can see, even in the video, I had a little bit of disagreement. And that's perfectly fine. I know some people love churros, and I'm sure that for those of you that do, you will probably really love the churros at Disneyland. But it just didn't really do anything for me this time around. So totaling everything up, that comes out to about 2.25 stars out of 5 for the first churro stand in our long adventure. We'll see if some of the churro stands in the future do a little bit better. I don't know. I have no idea. This is the only place I've ever gotten a churro from in the parks before, and it's been pretty consistently the level that it's at. There could very well be better churro stands out there, and if there are, I intend to find them. So that's it for today's episode. In the comments below, let me know what you think about the Disneyland churros. If I am wrong, I would love to hear about it and why you love them so much. Make sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week for some more Monday Magic.